That's crazy, man. I knew they wasn't gonna really fire him like that. He just stepped down. He said, "Fuck it. I'm gonna wait till this shit blows the fuck over. Cause right now this is embarrassing." You know, right now this is embarrassing. He said, "I'm gonna step down, motherfuckers." What's up with the Sean Breezy? Yeah, I knew they wasn't gonna really fire him like that. You know, instead he stepped down. He said, "Man, this is embarrassing. All my business out there like that. This shit is embarrassing." You know, Shannon Sharpe. Donovan Sharp, Al Sharp. He stepped down, man. Look, man, that's embarrassing to have that shit exposed to the public like that, man. His private business being exposed and being sued. And he should step down. He made the right decision. He got to take care of that first, man. You know, he got to take care of that shit. You know, because it's embarrassing. He can't just, appear back on TV like nothing happened. He got to take care of that. You know, man, he should have saw this shit coming though, man. Like, bro, you worth a lot of money. You worth millions of dollars. Bro, you worth millions. I can't see how you didn't see this shit coming. You feel what I'm saying? I can't see how you didn't see it coming. This woman you was dealing with, bro, she had nothing to her name. She had everything to gain from you. You're worth millions. She's worth nothing. She's scraping around on and the thing is, to me, bro, she was more like a 5. Damn, a 6. You know, the bra was a 5, bro. You out here. What's up with black men always messing with like women who are, bruh. I saw a clear picture of her without any makeup, and I was like, this bra is a 5, bro. I think her body was the best thing that she had. But bro was a 5, bro. You gotta be aware of those type of women though. Those women don't have anything in the game because first of all, it's very hard to make money with her type of looks on OnlyFans. She's not a dime piece, you know what I'm saying? So those type of women, when they see a good prize that they ain't never seen before, it's hard to let it go. It's hard to let it go. Like Sub 5 Stalker, like I came into her life, I was the best looking dude that she ever had. She didn't want to let that shit go, man. She called the cops, try to have me arrested, try to ruin my life. And those women that are below your looks level, and what's his name? Al Sharpton, he ain't Sub 5. Nah, he not sub 5. His jaw, he got a really good jaw. I think he's over 6 foot. Nah, he not sub 5. You know. She set him up. Let me tell you something about women who are not that pretty. Women who are not that pretty don't get a whole lot of action from men who are top tier or anybody that has some money. You know, this broad was an unknown female that the celebrities wouldn't touch with a stick. Okay, if I was at the top of the food chain, I wouldn't pay my money to sleep with that woman. She's not pretty enough. Okay, so what happened is what happened was that, you know, he came across a hungry female that saw an opportunity for her to come up, and that was her one and only opportunity to come up. Right? When you got one shot, you ain't got no other offers, you're gonna capitalize on it. You know what I mean? Now, if she was top tier, very pretty, I don't think he would have that problem, because she probably would have a whole lot of like offers. So there's no need to, like, you know, try to sue some motherfucker. But this woman was average, or she could be below average, man. The way I looked at her, man, maybe like a 4, bro. Like, shit, damn, a 5, a 4. I take that back. This bro was like a 4. You know, and because she's so money hungry and money starved, you know, he went in for the bait somehow, bro. And the thing is, she know how to take good pictures and shit. You know, so I don't know why he was with her in the first place. She's not pretty. Damn, black men, why are black men always dealing with below average looking women, bro? Like, dude, you got all that money. You had to pick her out of all the Instagram models, out of all the OnlyFans models and stuff like that are way prettier than her. You had to pick her to deal with? Man.
Wait.
She wouldn't have been on my list at all. She's not that pretty enough. She's not pretty enough. She's not pretty enough, bro. I would be like, oh no, honey, you're not pretty enough. Send me some pictures without the makeup. That's what I would have said. Before we would have met up, I've been like, send some pictures without the makeup. And once I saw her pictures without the makeup, once I seen her without the makeup, I would have been like, oh no, honey, I'm good. Sorry, I got something to do. You know me, man. You know, I'm picky like a motherfucker, especially when it comes to women. When I got the bag, I'm picky. So I'm picky now. You know, that was easily avoidable, bro. That was easily avoidable. He just fell for the trap, man. She took some good pictures and he fell for it. You know what I'm saying? And like, you got to understand how women who are not that pretty, how they think. A lot of them are narcissists, you know, and they're not. They will try to ruin your life once you take whatever opportunity that they had, the one and only opportunity. They would try to ruin your life. I had a sub-5 female that tried to ruin my life. You know, if she's pretty, she's an 8, 9, or a 10, best believe she'll have other, like, NFL players all in her DMs. She'll have a bunch of options. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some like pretty women that will set you up too, but it's less likely when a woman has many options on the table. When I look at her, bro, I don't see any man of value fucking with her, bro. As below average that she looks, I don't see any man, I mean any man, trying to deal with her, bro. Men with a lot of money would have said no to that bitch in a heartbeat. But since she's sub 5, man, and that was her only shot, right? And she ain't never had a man of that stature or a man with that status like that step to her like that. She said, man, that option or that shit came and went. That's my only chance of getting rich. I might as well sue this motherfucker real quick. You know what I'm saying? So she trying to come up on the bag because that was her only shot. You guys gotta understand, these type of women, these narcissists, these below average looking women, they don't have a bunch of men in their DMs like that. I mean, what other celebrity or high value man was in their DMs? Probably zero. So when you had Shannon Sharpe just stepping up in there, he's the only one, man, he gonna be fooled, bro. Cause in her mind, he took something from her, or you feel what I'm saying? There's no other options on the table. So when you a starving animal and you see something that looks delicious, like a big ass steak or something, you know, and it get taken away from you, you're gonna act the fool. Like sub 5 stalker, she act the fool, bro, because I didn't want to deal with her anymore. And she tried to ruin my life by calling the cops on me, throwing coffee on my car every single day, because she didn't have any other options like me. You feel what I'm saying? You're one of a kind when you're a guy in her DMs with a whole lot of money, and there's no other man in her DMs with a whole lot of money. You feel what I'm saying? So when you her only option, and you what the hell? When you her only option, good option that she ain't never had, she gonna want to try to grab onto you and won't let it go, man. So if I can't get this motherfucker to marry me and put some babies inside of me, I'm gonna sue his fucking pants off, and I'm gonna scream rape. I'm gonna scream rape, and I'm gonna sue his pants off. I told you about dealing with these women that's below your looks level. You see what happened? Just like that judge that went to jail for attempted murder. She shot her boyfriend while he was asleep in the head. I guarantee that this motherfucker was dating below his look level. That judge was probably dating a Tyrone or something. And these women, I'm telling you, bro, sub 5 women are not to be fucked with. I'm telling you. They will try to ruin your life. They will try to ruin your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Her puss ain't worth 50 million. Nah, she's not, bro. She's below average looking. When I saw her picture on the Black Authority channel, and the picture with the OnlyFans picture was okay. But then she had a picture of her without the makeup and all the, beauty stuff, and she was below average looking. She was like a 4. So yeah, these women are very dangerous. I'm telling you. Remember I tell you, sub 5 stalker, bro, she tried to ruin my life, bro. She tried to ruin my life. These women are narcissists, bro. They sub 5 and they're narcissists at the same time. That's a dangerous combination. That's why I vows to not like date women who are below me anymore. I don't care how horny I get. I'm not gonna deal with them because they're not gonna want to let it go. They're not gonna want to let it go. You guys remember the shit I was going through with Sub 5 Stalker, and all them cans that were stacked on my car. You know what I'm saying? Because I stopped picking the cans off for a minute because I wanted to take pictures and shit to show the judge. You know what I'm saying? Look what she did to my car. So I left the cans up there. After a while, it started to smell, so I took the cans off my car and I threw it away. And she was trying to lure me into a trap of going to jail because I wouldn't want to sleep with her. You feel what I'm saying? And I can imagine that he wanted to end the relationship, and that's what made her mad. When her money flow stopped coming in, she was like, "Nah, I want more." I can imagine he was like, "Nah, I don't want to deal with you no more." Alright, that motherfucker don't want to deal with me. I'ma fuck his life up. I'ma scream rape. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he was paying her to deal with her and shit, man. You know, and it blew up in his face like, bro, these type of women, these Sub 5 creatures, they're gonna fuck you up when you take the one and only thing that's bringing money to the table. They ain't not used to that shit, bro. Once they feel like they came up, they like, oh shit, I done came up. I ain't never had it this good. Oh, he paying what? He paying $5,000 per session? I heard he was paying her $25,000 to smash or something. And I'm like, no, that's not correct. He ain't paying her that much. I don't believe it. But if you were paying her that much and she got used to that type of lifestyle, she ain't gonna wanna let it go, bro. These women latch onto you. When you're the best thing that ever happened to them, like Sub 5 Stalker did, she felt like I was the best thing that ever happened to her. She tried to force me into a relationship with her right away. And I said, no, hell no. And that's when she got up mad and got upset, bro. They scream rape when things are not going their way in the relationship that you're in with them. Or you don't want to be in a relationship with them, so then they scream rape to fuck your life up. So if I stalker did the same thing to me, bro. Sound all too familiar for me. That sound familiar like a motherfucker, bro. Feel what I'm saying? That sound too familiar. Oh shit, go ahead, bro. Lo siento. Yeah, that's his bike lane right over there, bro. Shit, we got a bike lane on the bridge, bro. Get your ass in that bike lane. This is the sidewalk. When you got the bag, some women become predators. Yeah, like, you just gotta be careful about who you're dealing with and what you got to lose and what she got to lose. It wasn't like she was a top OnlyFans model, bro. She was not pretty. Now, he would have been better off dealing with a top OnlyFans model that got a bunch of followers. He would have been better doing that. He would have been safer, but even that probably would have blew up in his face. You know what I'm saying? And all that, I'm gonna choke you when I see you and stuff. It's like, dude, that's not even, bruh. You just setting yourself up right there. And all that stuff, you know, violence, just even kidding around, it's still not a good look. You feel what I'm saying? Because I heard he got into some trouble already. And he choked somebody, and he had to like settle in court. My bad. So he does have a history of doing something like that, choking people. I take that back. I thought he had a clean history. Nope. Now that I get into the details of it, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, anybody could be wrong. I was wrong. I admit it, I was wrong. But I'm just saying, like, he could have picked a better looking woman though, bro. That's something that I wouldn't even really want to deal with, and I'm broke. So I'm just saying that's something that I wouldn't want to deal with, and I'm a broke man. After she take off all that makeup is who she really is, man. And when I saw her without the makeup, I was like, nah, she below average looking. No wonder she's suing you, you fucking dumbass. Feel what I'm saying? No wonder she's suing you. You know, she's suing you because you were the best thing that ever happened, and she ain't gonna want to let it go. I have had experience just by sub-5 stalker, like I said, like I keep saying. She exhibits the same type of behavior that this woman is exhibiting right now. She exhibited the same type of behavior that this woman that's suing Sharpe did. Nah, I'm saying that's suing Shannon Sharpe right now. This is the same type of narcissistic, entitled behavior and desperate. Remember, these women are not very pretty. They struggling on OnlyFans. She wasn't making a whole lot of money on there, man. For some reason, he picked her. I don't know why. But when you're the best thing that ever happened to her, they ain't gonna want to let that go, bro. They're gonna feel like they're being used. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't gonna want to let it go. They're gonna feel like, I've been used. I've been used. That money ain't coming in like it was before. I'm gonna scream rape. I'm gonna get a bag from him because I can't get that much. And the reason why she turned down the $10 million offer is because the lawyer or whoever was in her fucking ear was saying, nah, we could get more than that. We could get 50 million. You start high and then you work low. Yeah, that's how they do it, man. They get the highest. They start with the highest thing that they can fucking come up with. 50 million. They start high, and then eventually in court you'll see if you can get that 50 million. But if you can't get the 50 million, you'll take the 30 million. You know what I'm saying? You'll most likely he'll settle in court for 30 million. But we're gonna start hot. We're gonna see if we can get 50 million. We gotta see if we can get it first. Somebody was in her ear, bro. You see what I'm saying? So he chose unwisely again, man. When you choosing these women, man, you gotta really, really watch what they got to lose and what you have to lose. And that was easily avoidable, really. I mean, damn, she wasn't that pretty, bro. And that was the problem right there. It's just that he chose a woman, you know. He chose a woman that had nothing, that wasn't very pretty. She didn't have a whole lot of she probably didn't have any other options or offers like his. You feel what I'm saying? You know. You know. And like I said, man, these type of women that are below average looking, they don't have a whole lot of options. So when you come along with the bag, you're the best option, they're going to want to cling on to you. And then they're not going to let go. They're like, well, if I can't get him to marry me and put a baby inside of me, I could get some money from the whole entire deal. I guarantee if you would have proposed to her and gave her a ring, she wouldn't have been trying to sue him for rape. Because then in her mind, she's thinking like, yeah, I got the bag now. You know what I'm saying? I got the bag. Why you think Tyrese ain't been getting in trouble like that? Because he's monogamous, bro. He stayed with one woman at a time. He moved these women into their house. He moved these women into his house and everything. You feel what I'm saying? In their mind, they thinking like, yeah, I got a better lifestyle now. I got the bag. I got the bag. That's why Tyrese ain't you know what I'm saying, ain't got no trouble like that. Because he's monogamous. And the guys who are monogamous, they don't really get into trouble like that. But the guys who are like pumping and dumping these hoes, right? They get into trouble because these women, they feel like they're being used and they want to try to fuck up your life in the process. You feel what I'm saying? In the process of being used, they want to fuck up your life. I'm telling you, I know this from Sub 5 Stalker, man. I was checking out her behavior, man. Feel what I'm saying? So, he didn't marry her. He didn't put a baby in her. He knew her for years. He'd been messing with her, you know, for, I don't know, say she was 19. She's 22 now. So, yeah, she didn't get a bag, a baby bag. She didn't get a ring with the deal. So, this motherfucker walking away from me, I'm going to get him for all he got. I'm trying to ruin his goddamn life, take his money and everything. You see, he didn't do the monogamy. He didn't marry her. That was and his big mistake is messing with women who ain't got nothing, man. She didn't even have looks to come to the table with. That was her best shot right there at getting rich. That was her one and only shot. And when you got one and only shot, you capitalize on it. You feel what I'm saying? Because you never know when there's another celebrity gonna come knocking at your door. Matter of fact, it would probably never would happen. You're dealing with sub 5 women, bro, you are in trouble. Women who are below average looking, you dealing with them, man. They ain't got a bunch of rich dudes chasing them, bro. Women who are top tier, women who are even 7s, 8, 9s, and 10s, they got options. They don't need to be doing all of that. It's these ugly women, bro, are the worst. Women who are below average looking are the worst, bro. I have encountered these women out here when I'm on the streets, bro. They have been the worst. It's not the pretty ones. The pretty ones won't even give you the time of day. It's the ones that are below you in looks that don't have a whole lot of options like you. I'm not saying that she ain't got a whole lot of sub 5 dudes chasing her. But I'm saying this woman had no other options as good as his. So, yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. I don't know what's up with black men and messing with below average non-black women, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on. She wasn't even worth all the trouble, bro. But like I said, a lot of these sub 5 women, they are narcissists, bro. And they're desperate. They don't got a whole lot of rich men chasing them. You feel what I'm saying? Like Sub 5 Stalker, she didn't have a bunch of dudes on my looks level chasing her, bruh. If she did, she wouldn't have been doing what she was doing for 4 months. Trying to ruin my life because I don't want to sleep with her anymore. That sounds way too familiar, bro. So, make sure when you get with a female, man, make sure that, when you got money, if you with her for like a couple of years, you either put the ring on it, put a baby inside of it, just to keep these accusations or these false accusations, at bay. Because that's the one thing he didn't do. He didn't seal the deal. He didn't marry her. And let me tell you, he would have been better off marrying her and getting a baby, getting her pregnant, and except the stuff that he's dealing with right now, man. Like, this is worse than a divorce. This is, at least you have to deal with divorce and have to pay her child support and shit like that. This is worse than a divorce, bro. So you can't be a player when you can't be running around bed hopping and being a player when you got a lot of money, man. These women, they're gonna feel some type of way when you want to stop dealing with them. They're gonna feel some type of way. Oh man, I ain't got no other options. I'm gonna get his ass. That's how they think, bruh. I told you, Sub 5 Stalker is a prime example, bruh. She had no other options like me, so she kept on harassing me every single day for 4 months, pouring coffee on my car. She called the police on me once, saying that I hit her and stuff like that, trying to get me locked up because I wouldn't sleep with her. A straight up narcissist, Sub 5 woman, bro. You feel what I'm saying? These are the worst ones. They're worse than pretty women, bro. You know what I'm saying? These are worse than pretty women. So understand, bro, it's not really a good look out here for him, man. So that's why he's stepping down. This is embarrassing. Yeah, you dealt with the wrong one, man. And you dealt with it in a sloppy manner. Okay? You picked the lowest of the lowest women who don't have a whole lot of options. You picked her. When I see Chris Brown, he dealing with women who got options, man. Chris Brown got top of the food chain looking females, man. You know what I'm saying? And he got top of the food chain looking females. I'm like, God damn, like, bro, this Chris Brown, he dealing with women who, you know what I'm saying, having babies and stuff with females at the top of the food chain. He ain't got no problem. But also, he's a fucking monogamous guy too, man. But I heard some stories about him just wanting to hit some pussy too, and the females wouldn't let him do it. You know, he was all up in the DMs of this one OnlyFans. Oh, no, OnlyFans. What am I saying? OnlyFans. Instagram model. He was in the DMs of the Instagram model, and the Instagram model wouldn't let him hit. He just wanted to come over. You know, he just wanted to come over. You know, and she wouldn't let him come hit. He got mad. He got upset about it. You know, he got upset. You know, so it's like, you gotta be careful, bro. These women, they don't have nothing to lose. You know, they don't have a whole lot of rich men in their DMs. Matter of fact, he probably was the only one. That's dangerous right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he dealt with her for a couple of years, and I guarantee, bro, he tried to walk away from that deal, and she said, fuck that. Nah, I don't got no other options. You are my only best option, and you taking that away from me? It's like Denzel Washington, you know? You think you could do this shit? Jay, you think you could do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I'm finished with you. Shoot program, nigga. 23-hour lockdown. I'm the man in this piece, you know? You'll never see the light of day. Who you think you fucking with? I'm the police. I run shit here. You just live here. That's her mentality right there. You know what I'm saying? You see the type of behavior that Denzel Washington exhibited in Training Day. You see that type of behavior? That's her, bro. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. I run shit here. I'm running things. You leave when I say leave. How could you do this to me? You know what I'm saying? That's her behavior, bro. Sub 5 Stalker had the same type of behavior, bro. Entitled, a narcissist, you know, all that other stuff, bro. That's why you gotta say, forget that, bro. Don't deal with women below your looks level, man. Okay? Don't. Them women, they're not gonna be. I told you about another like woman who was dating a man that was above her looks level. I was watching it on the Leftover Woman channel, right? You know, uh, she tied this dude to the bed. When he threatened to leave her or he's about to leave or something like that, she tied this dude to the bed and force fed him. And when they asked her, why did you tie him to the bed and force feed him? She said, because he was too handsome. I couldn't let him go like that. That was her excuse, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Her excuse was he was too handsome. I couldn't let him go because I can't find another man that's as handsome as he is. When you become a rare jewel, bro, you feel what I'm saying? It's kind of like no, when you pour the last bit of milk into your cereal and you had nothing left in that carton, you just threw it away, and you turn around and you drop the cereal on the carpet with all the milk splashing. That was your only cereal. I mean, that's your only milk, and you pour it, so you ain't got no more money to go go buy some more milk until like Friday or some shit like that. Man, you're gonna be pissed off. You're gonna be really mad that you dropped that milk on the carpet, man, because that was your only bowl of cereal too. Your only, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you feel what I'm saying? So you're gonna be looking around your next door neighbor and see if you could steal some milk from somebody, or you know what I'm saying? Because you desperate, you're hungry. You feel what I'm saying? So when people are desperate and hungry, man, they start doing desperate things. You feel what I'm saying? How dare he talk to me like that, choke me like that? I'm a white woman. You can't do that to me. You think you could do that to me? You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta be aware of these narcissists, bro. They'll ruin your life. Sub 5 stalker tried to ruin my life. I had to get away for a little bit. I had to get away from this area because she was getting to be too much, bro. She called the cops on me, so I left the area. Remember how I left the area? I went to my sister's house. She was getting to be too much. She was getting to be too much, bro. Too much for me. I had to leave. I said, nah, I gotta get out of here, man, because this woman she called the cops on me. She's trying to have me arrested, trying to have me thrown in jail. And what I was doing every day, I was just going, out there doing my thing. I was just trying to survive and going to Starbucks, hang out for a little bit, go back to my sleeping spot, and that's it. And every time I would come back to my sleeping spot, which was my car, there would be coffee on it every single day. She was just trying to make it difficult for me, bro, because I wouldn't want to deal with her anymore. And luckily, somebody else fucked her up. She's in a coma right now. I believe that she's still in a coma, or she's in a rehabilitation program or something like that, or she's deceased right now. You feel what I'm saying? So this woman is a narcissist, man, and he should have checked that out from the get-go, man. She was recording this guy. That was a huge red flag right there, man. Meaning that she was trying to set him up. Like, when you really care about somebody, bro, you ain't trying to set them up like that. Record their messages and all that. I mean, well, yeah, she recorded the messages and shit like that. But recording their phone call conversation, that's invading privacy, man. That's a shady person. She was shady from the get-go. I mean, damn, she's an OnlyFans model. You think you can, trust a OnlyFans model, bro? A female that's just out here just for the money? She's not out here looking for love. She's looking for money, bro. And she saw him as a come-up. because she had no other options in her life. You think she could be like walking down the street and a man in a Maserati or even a guy in a Lambo would pull up on her? Hell no. If she was walking down the street, hell no. No, a rich man wouldn't pull up on her in the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, these sub 5 women are dangerous, bro. That's why I stopped dealing with them. No. Like this one sub 5 female, below average woman, she keep on approaching me in Starbucks, and I'm like, no. I have my share of you women that are below average looking. You keep on pulling up on me, I'm just gonna keep on denying. She offered me to buy something for me in Starbucks. I declined. And the reason why I declined, because I didn't want her to think that something's going on between me and her. She keep on approaching me in Starbucks just like Sub 5 Stalker did. Sub 5 Stalker wore me down because at first, when she approached me, I was saying no for like months. Like, get away from me. You're fucking like ugly. You're Sub 5. I don't want to be around you. She tried to hand me a duck egg. It was bleeding because it was cracked. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I don't want that. And she tried to force it in my hand. So I took the duck egg and I threw it over the ledge. I was like, get away from me with that shit. I don't want that shit around. And she kept on approaching. Then one day I was really drunk and I was really horny. So I was like, man, I might as well try to hit that, because she walked up on me with her tits showing. Okay? She pulled up on me with her tits showing, bro. You know, and I was like, okay, this guy, I didn't know you had them titties like that. I was looking at them titties. I was like, God damn, I didn't know she had them titties. Because she usually have them covered and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to see what's up. You know what I'm saying? You know, you ain't had no coochie in a while, man. You start thinking. You know, the wheels in your head start turning. So after about maybe 6 months of her approaching me, I finally gave in and tried to sleep with her, and it didn't work. My dick didn't get hard, and I just called it off. I said, nah, I don't want to deal with you no more. Man, I made her mad, man. That made her mad. She started right away the next day throwing coffee on my car. I kind of thought she was going to do something to my car because I blocked her on the phone and shit, and I knew for some reason, because I went back to my car and I saw something by my car. I was like, oh yeah, she gonna throw something on my car. I saw a can or whatever by my car, because I was looking for something to be done to my car because I had blocked her. So I saw the can and I saw coffee poured on my hood. I was like, oh yeah, this bitch. You know, first she started pouring coffee down by the ground, and then it escalated onto my car. You feel what I'm saying? And every single day, she was throwing coffee on my car, trying to lure me into like going to jail. You feel what I'm saying? So one day I was sick, right? And I ain't feeling so good. I got a fever, and I got the chills and stuff. You know, I'm taking some medicine, and for some reason she walked up on my car, and this is not the first time she walked up on my car while I was sitting in it. Okay, this is a stalker for sure, a narcissist, a stalker, a dangerous suicidal woman, because she definitely was on a suicide mission, bro. She walked up on the car when I was sitting in it. I got out to protect my car. So then I got out and I stood in front of her. I said, no, you ain't gonna throw your coffee on my car today. Not today. So she tried to reach around me, and then I blocked it. I blocked the can from like going toward my car. And she was like, you hit me. I'm gonna call the cops. I'm like, bitch, I ain't hit you. I'm trying to protect my car from you. You tried to go through me. Usually she would turn around and leave, right? Because then I started filming her. She'd turn around and leave. But this time, I was so sick, I forgot my phone. And then I was just trying to stop her from, putting coffee on my car. And, let's say she's standing in front of me with the coffee can in her hand, right? It was open. So then I'm standing right there, right in front of her. So she tried to reach around me and throw it on the car, and I blocked her arm. I pushed the arm out of the way, like, you're not gonna do it. I'm like, no, you're not gonna do it today. She's like, you hit me. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops. So I was like, fuck you. So I left. When she said she was gonna call the cops, I just left. I got on bar and I left. And she was trying to make my life a living hell. So when I look at this female that Shannon Sharpe is getting sued by, when I look at her, I see the same like type of behavior that I saw in Sub 5 Stalker, bro. You see what I'm saying? Same type of behavior. That's why I say don't mess with women who are below your looks level. You would that's what you would get, bro. You would get killed or arrested or sued somehow. You feel what I'm saying? Because they don't see. You guys gotta understand. You are a rare jewel to them, and when things are rare, people act a fool. It's like you found a rare jewel, but somebody took it from you. You feel what I'm saying? You went to the mine, you was looking for gold and shit. You know what I'm saying? You went to a gold mine and you picked up like a red ruby or something. And that was the rarest thing you ever seen in your life. It was worth millions. And then somebody came along and took it from you. You're going to want to try to get revenge on that person because that was the only red ruby you ever found and the rarest jewel that you ever seen. So you're going to try to get revenge. It ain't like there's a rich guy that's going to come along and replace that rare jewel. You know what I'm saying? So my analogy, I'm just using it as an analogy. Al Sharpton was a rare jewel to her, Al Sharpton. That was a rare jewel, and she's pissed off that she lost it. So, what can I say, bro? Stay in your lane. You feel what I'm saying? Now I see why she sued him. Now I see what's really going on. I put all the puzzles together, all the pieces to the puzzle together, man. And now I see what's really going on. It's like, nah, he was messing with a woman that had nothing and didn't have any other options. When you got plenty of options, you don't act the fool. When you got a limited amount of options, you act the fool. I remember, like, let's see, you'll never see like a rich guy who got a bunch of options, like going around stalking women and shit that he lose. You know what I'm saying? I think Diddy was doing some shit like that. And he blew up Kid Cudi's car and shit like that. That's because Diddy is a narcissist, bro. He was a narcissist too. He was a rich narcissist. Everything revolved around him. He got to control everything. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't see too many rich men going crazy when they lose a woman like that. Yeah, they might be heartbreaking, but they'll find another one like right away. You feel what I'm saying? So there's no need to be stalking. There's no need to be trying to send somebody to jail because they don't want to deal with you no more. You feel what I'm saying? There's no need to do that. But when you got a limited amount of options, you're going to act the fool. I ain't got a whole lot of options, I'm going to act the fool. It's like me when I was dating, I was trying to make these women my girlfriend really quickly. And I would get mad, man, when they would like ghost me because I was acting desperate, trying to make them my girlfriend like right away because it was hard to find pussy. It was hard to find pussy. And these women would ghost me at the sight of all of my desperation. I forced the 19-year-old girl, I forced her to hold my hand in the car, talking to the other chick over the phone about a relationship and what I expect and stuff like that, like right away and shit. Man, they fucking like ghost me quick, man, because I was so fucking desperate. You know what I'm saying? To get a girlfriend in my life. It was hard to get pussy on the regular too. So it was like, man, I became monogamous real quick when I didn't have a whole lot of options. And that's why dudes get married when they ain't got a whole lot of options. I'm not saying rich men don't practice monogamy, but there's more rich men out here with just girlfriends and then getting married. You know what I'm saying? So when you don't have a whole lot of options, like this girl that Shannon Sharpe was dealing with, you're gonna act the fool. You're gonna act the fool. You're gonna be who the fuck you think you are. I'm gonna sue this motherfucker for everything. He didn't even put a ring on it. He didn't give me a baby or nothing. He just used and tossed me to the side. You feel what I'm saying? And she got back out there and she saw she couldn't get the same type of Shannon Sharpe in her DMs. You feel what I'm saying? She couldn't get another Shannon Sharpe. He was the only one. So now she's going after the pockets. You know, he'd been better off not dealing with her. You know, he'd been better off not dealing with her, bro. But anyway, I'm gonna end this live, man. It's only 51 minutes already and shit. 51 minutes. You guys have a good day, man. Stay up, stay blessed. I'll be back on later. Peace.